They think it's all over. It is now. No chance Chelsea will get in top five this season. So welcome to Chelsea 2, Ipswich 2. So that was our easiest game on paper left between now and the end of the season, and we struggled. We just about managed to get a 2-2 draw against an Ipswich side who are probably already relegated. 1 point out of 6 against with this Ipswich side. I mean, no one's got a worse record in all of the Premier League than we do when it comes to facing Ipswich Town. Not sure what their head-to-head is against Southampton, to be fair, but we. And sorry, I'm saying this one was down to Enzo Maresca. I don't care. All down to Maresca, this one. I've already had a go at the directors for the poorly built squad and the average players that we've got. But when you're playing a team, a big manager with a big team mentality, he doesn't play a team to stop the opposition, specifically when the opposition are a team in the bottom three. Okay, if you're stopping Manchester City or Liverpool, yeah, I can kind of get that. But when you're trying to pick a team to stop Ipswich, who are, 19th in the league, that's embarrassing. That's small-time mentality. And their manager McKenna, sorry, I think somebody did tell me that he turned us down because we wanted him before Maresca, no matter what the PR is. But apparently that's what I heard, and we can see why now because McKenna, he's outcoached Maresca in 2 games now, and if they had a better calibre of player, then they would have won this game comfortably. They won that first half without 3 of their best players. Delat was on the bench because of an injury. There's no Amari Hutchinson, ironically, who we sold to them, and I can't remember the third player. But they this was arguably a lot of their second string who played against us in that first half, and we were woeful in that first half, playing 3 centre backs, But that's because obviously I said they're worried about their lap, so they put Chalobah as a right back. It didn't work. We weren't creative enough going forward. We invited pressure, and they scored 2 goals. They were clinical. That's the story of our season as well. Creating a lot of chances, not being clinical enough. They have 2 chances. They score from both of them, and it's like I was sort of commenting on the game via social media, and first thing, Sanchez kicks the ball out, makes a mistake in the first 5 minutes, and I say, what Sanchez doing? What Sanchez does. Then up next, Nicholas Jackson misses a sitter. These are chances that a top quality striker puts away in his sleep. But what does Nicholas Jackson do? He hits the post. If we go 1-0 up, then we win the game. I've no doubt about it. And I say Nicholas Jackson doing what Nicholas Jackson always does. And then they score a goal, and that's because of ball watching and not switching on from both Colwill and Tosin. So I said Colwill and Tosin doing what Colwill and Tosin does, and that's the story of why we are where we are. It's not only just the manager; it's some of the players are not good enough at this level, and they make elementary mistakes. We haven't got the calibre of player that we used to have a few years ago. Blue Lake has come in and they've brought in players and they've weakened our squad. If you look at man for man from the team who won the Champions League, I can't tell you who is stronger in that team at present. So, and that's where we're at the moment. We've just got an average lot of players. If you've got an average set of players, then you're going to expect average performances and an average finish in the league. So I ain't giving him no credit in the second half, because I said if you look at my review what I did when we played in the week against the Walsall. He's a downfall. Reason why we look better in the second half is he's correcting his mistakes. And again, today he was correcting his mistakes that he made in the first half with a poor selection of playing 3 centre-backs. And then he's put Milo Gusto, who I thought, again, was a poorer decision. But at least he was a right-back and we were more attacking. But again, in that inverted role, he just ain't it. And I'd have preferred Achim Pong in that inverted role. I think he'd have done better. What's wrong with Reece James? Is it? I'm not going to be too critical. Is it because he's listening to the doctor's advice and he didn't put him on? So I don't. If that wasn't the case, I don't know why he's been too cautious and didn't put Reece James on. and at the start of that second half, we gave ourselves a chance, with that. It wasn't Cucurella, but at least Cucurella got to that near post, and I think it ended up being an own goal. But when we went 2-1, then you thought that we would kick on from there, but we didn't, and we still couldn't break down the low block from Ipswich, and it took something a bit magical. And I keep saying to Sancho, you need to shoot more, and he did shoot today. At least he shot top corner, great goal by Sancho. But after that goal, when we went 2-2, I thought, yeah, we will push on from there. But it was Ipswich who looked like they were going to be scoring there. We had a couple of chances. Roy Delap was showing, Liam Delap, I keep saying Roy. Liam Delap was showing what he can do. It was some good bits of hold-up play. And to be fair, their goalkeeper did make a couple of brilliant saves towards the end, but it was a bit all too little, too late. So we left it really late to try and win this game. And this is a team who, you would have thought, we winning this game would have put us a point behind Forest. It was a cemented our place in the top four with some difficult games to go. You'd have thought that the players, that would be motivation for the players, but still, we just came up short in all areas of our game. Cole Palmer doesn't look the player that he was last at the beginning of the season. He was doing some good things with the ball, but in front of goal, his lack of confidence isn't great. Good save by the goalkeeper for a curling effort. That's the only real proper shot that he had. As apart from that, I think when he got into the final third, he was snatching a lot at his shots, and as I said, he looks a shadow of him, of the player that we had at the beginning of the season. Forest losing yesterday and some of the other results, this was our chance to try, because Forest are there. Every time Forest drop points, we never ever take advantage of it, and that is the issue, because I can see Newcastle overhauling us. Man City are now in pole position, but it's Forest were the team, I think, for the taking, because I think Villa's got some hard games to come. But if we're not taking advantage when Forest slip up, then there's no way that we're going to finish in a top 5 or 6. Because Fulham are a good team; they're doing quite well. I only hope is that Liverpool's already won the league and they're on their holidays. Even then, we probably won't be beating them. They'll still probably have too much for us. And Manchester United, Everton. There's no way we're beating Everton. They're the low block king, especially with David Moyes. Getting past their low block. Good luck with that. I can't see that happening. And so I'm pessimistic. But I said I was pessimistic after the January window. Nothing's changed for me, and I just think we're regressing, and that's not the sign of a good manager. Last year we showed progression, especially towards the end of the season, but this year we're regressing. We haven't. Our performances, okay, we are, because of the helter-skelter of the game, we looked a bit more lively in the last 15-20 minutes, but that's when we were chasing the game. But we've never reached the heights of what we were doing at the beginning of the season, and that's on the manager, I think. So that's it, guys. I've resigned I was resigned a while ago, but this has kind of rubber stamped it for me. And do we deserve to be in the Champions League anyway? That's the question. Do we actually deserve to be in the Champions League? Because if we were in the Champions League with the personnel that we've got at the moment, then we'll just be embarrassing ourselves. So we are where we belong. We are where it is, and if it's Conference League next season, that's because that's where the side is at the moment. We've got to be real with ourselves. So, guys, what do you think? Stick your comments in the section below. Don't forget, like, subscribe, turn on post notifications to be notified every time I make a new video. So, take care. Bye bye.